Glasgow needed something like this. To do something of this calibre, bang in the middle of the city, it's a big deal for Glasgow. What inspired Jonathan and the team to open Margo is Glasgow itself. It's something that's a very accessible restaurant. It's unpretentious and it's just good quality stuff. But on any given day in Margo, we could do about 250 covers. On weekends, we can go up to just shy of 500. And for that, we need a massive team. Kitchen team is around 19 chefs, and front of house, it's mid-20s. We've got our AGM, Suzanne, and a GM, Ava, who are absolutely brilliant every day. The dish we're going to be doing today is our beef tartare with grilled onion salad and Margo vinaigrette. Start with the creme fraiche, and that just goes bang in the middle. So we're going to season sea salt, and then we're going to use a nice bit of black pepper. Then we're going to dress it with the Margo vinaigrette liberally, and then we're going to add shallots and some chives. We're going to give it a really good mix. So next we're going to take some spring onions that we've very fast grilled and some red onions that we've grilled very slowly for a little contrast of flavour, and we're going to dress them the same way as we did the beef tartare. So we just put it really organically on the plate. It sort of sips as it falls, making sure it's spread evenly. And then to finish, we've taken some potatoes and fried them into little strips, seasoned them with some black onion powder, and we'll scatter them on top. So there we have our beef tartare with creme fraiche and grilled onion salad. In 2014, I joined as a 20-year-old commie chef in the Ox and Finch, cooking on the stoves. Ox and Finch is a cornerstone of Glasgow. It's been open for over 10 years. It's probably one of the restaurants that made Glasgow's food scene what it is today. It brought together the casualness of Glasgow with really, really good quality food. It's something that's always been predominantly chef-led, which has meant that the quality of food has shone through and has always been the priority. And typical dishes you might find in Ox and Finch: cod with pale ale, hen of the woods and wild garlic, or cured sea bream with citrus dashi. We decided to close while we opened Margo and refurbish for a new lease on life. After these 5 months it's been shut, it's reopening and it's really exciting times for the restaurant. So our next dish today is a grilled skate wing that we serve with a butter sauce seasoned with kumquat kosho, chili oil, Aleppo pepper and green peppercorns. The first step will be to season the fish very simply with table salt and start grilling it on the plancha. To start the sauce, we're going to start with some freshly squeezed orange that we'll add to the pan, then some vinegar and reduce it down, then add some cream and reduce that again, and then Monty in some butter, hopefully not splitting it in front of everyone. So the idea behind having a butter sauce for this dish is it gives the fish lovely richness, because it's quite a lean fish, and then seasoning it with the kumquat kosho gives it a little bit of heat, salinity, and obviously acid, and some trout roe. We'll give it a little mix. So the fish is finally cooked. We're going to take it off, bring it to the plate, and start to garnish with the sauce. And make sure that we've got all these lovely seasonings and garnishes through it. So you would find this dish in the menu, pretty much in the middle of the menu. It's one of our larger sharing dishes, so it's ideal for sharing for 3 to 4 people. So then we take some roasted chili oil and split it through the sauce, mostly for a pop of colour. And then we'll add some Aleppo chili flakes, which are lovely and fruity and also spicy to bring a little bit of heat. So this is grilled skate wing with a kosho butter sauce, trout roe, green peppercorns and kumquat.
Don't get much there.
I spent 2 years in Ka Pao. Jonathan spent some time in Southeast Asia, the owner of the restaurant. They opened with that inspiration. Ka Pao is casual, Southeast Asian inspired sharing plates, and it's a really brilliant restaurant concept. After lockdown, I was lucky enough to join. Typical dishes you'd find on the Ka Pao menu are brilliant things like monkfish and pineapple skewers, or perhaps things like clay pot crab curry noodles. I think first and foremost for people coming to Margo, we'd like them to have a really good time. We want it to be casual, we want it to be accessible, and we want people to be able to decide how their night goes as well. The building's full of energy all day, especially downstairs. We have another sister restaurant called Sebs, where they do amazing charcoal food and really tasty cocktails. Sebs is probably the most casual sister of all the restaurants. They do food predominantly cooked over coal. One of the current mainstays in the menu at Sebs is the DC Hot Link, named after the head chef. A DC Hot Link is inspired by a Texan sausage, which has a lovely amount of spice and smokiness from being cooked over the coals. And that's served with bread and butter pickles and gold sauce, which is a lovely sweet mustard sauce. It's something that is a bit more inspired by spice, and it's a bit more inspired by drinking food. Sebs is open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner, straight through, no break. It's a really easy spot to just drop by and have a quick snack or a delicious meal. The success of Scoop restaurants has mainly come from being so food-led. We focus so closely on the quality of the food and then making that affordable and accessible for the customer. The thing that people might not realise about Margo that I'd like them to know is how much the team care and how much passion is there.